Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Holika Holika Devil's Plumper. I have this in the matte base as well as the glowy topper, and I was so intrigued by these because I'm sure I saw someone using them and they said that they were like the most spicy things ever and it made their lips really plump. And so of course I definitely wanted to try that out because my lips are not very big. They're kind of small in comparison to the rest of my face, but I'm not willing to get any fillers or any work done because I don't care about them that much. But I did think that this would be a cute little experiment because I'm also very intolerant to spice. Sadly, I didn't get the most interesting reaction, but that's okay. So for this one, the product description says, apply the Hellgate matte primer with its flat tip applicator to improve the longevity of your lip makeup. Use the silicone jelly tip applicator to evenly distribute the volume-inducing oil gloss of the Hellfire Glow Topper, ensuring long-lasting results. Both products are fitted with the Maxi Volume Complex, complete with oils derived from argan, almond and avocado for instant moisture and plumpness. The packaging of these products is pretty simple and pretty effective. The matte primer comes in a black shiny tube and the glossy topper comes in a red shiny tube. The difference really between the two, obviously apart from the colour, is the applicator. The matte primer has a doe foot applicator which is nice and fuzzy and nice and easy and nice for the lips, and then the glowy topper has a silicone like straight square applicator, which I personally do not like very much because I feel like it's just not the nicest way to pick up the product and apply it to your lips. Both of the lip products are clear in colour and there really wasn't that much to show you, so I didn't swatch them because they're clear in colour, but the matte one is a bit more silicone-y and the glowy one is a little bit more liquid and obviously glossy. Okay, so this is how my lips look at the moment with no primer. They have had a little bit of lip balm on them. There's a little bit of flakiness in the inner rim here, but they're not too bad today. So I'm going to apply the first one, which is the matte base. This one has the doe foot applicator, which I like a lot more. So that is what it looks like there. It's slightly glossy, and when it dries down it's going to be a matte finish, and it does make my lips feel like they've got a silicone layer on top of them, which honestly isn't a bad thing because it legitimately does make my lipstick go on so much smoother. So I'm going to wait a few minutes for that to settle down. So that's been about like more than 5 minutes, 6 minutes, I don't know. I feel like my lips look pretty much the same, a bit more pink I think, that's about it. The burning sensation is really not that bad. It feels like eating a mint, but on your lips. I mean, I don't like licking my lips, but it's really not that bad. Like totally tolerable, totally tolerable. So then I'm going to put some lip colour on because the other one goes on top because it's like a gloss. So this is the Innisfree Vivid Cotton Ink in number 7, which is the dried tulip, which actually doesn't look that great on top of this. I'm actually going to blot it a bit and then see if all the colour disappears. So there's still a bit of colour, and then I'm going to apply the spicy gloss on top. So this is the glowy Hellfire Glowy Topper. This one doesn't have the nicest applicator. It is just like a straight piece of silicone. And that is what the gloss looks like. Now I will warn you that if you lick it, it will probably hurt your tongue. It hurts my tongue if I lick it, so as long as I keep my tongue inside my mouth and don't drink anything, because if you drink something and then like accidentally, I don't know, taste it, it is quite spicy. But on my lips, totally fine. Again, just feels cooling, like a minty sensation, and that's about it. So I don't feel like this is going to make my lips look any bigger, but I will let it rest for a little while, speed it up, and see if it makes any difference at all. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes and I'll have to look back on the footage to see if anything actually happened, but honestly, where did the mirror go? I don't feel like my lips look any bigger aside from the fact that they are glossy, but I do enjoy the tingling sensation. So I'm going to go back and watch the footage and then do the rest of the review after I have some lunch. But I'm going to try not to lick my lips in the meantime because it does hurt when you lick them. But other than that, really, it's not hellfire level spice or whatsoever. Unless you're going to eat it. Maybe don't do that. So I have been wearing both of these today. I did a little get ready with me, which you guys will see 2 weeks, 1 week maybe. It's coming up shortly. And obviously I took the footage where I sped it up and I looked back at it just before and I honestly cannot see a difference either in real life or on video in comparison to my lips. I don't know if it's just because I'm not seeing any difference, but you'd think like for someone who stares at their face all day talking to themselves on camera, I mean not all day, but I mean I edit a lot of myself talking, so you'd think that I would notice it if there was going to be a change, but I honestly do not think that it plumps up my lips at all. I do think, however, that they moisturize quite well. The burning sensation is quite nice. It's like cool and tingly. And I actually think that the matte primer has a really nice smoothing effect for the lips as a primer for any lipstick on top. I don't necessarily think that this makes anything last that much longer, but I feel like it stops it from wearing out in the center of my lips quite as much. Obviously, these are spicy. I don't actually know what is causing the spice, like if it's a capsaicin, which I assume it is. I don't find it that spicy though. I don't think it is that bad as long as you don't lick it. Like, yeah, it's really unpleasant if you lick it because like the tip of my tongue is much more sensitive than my lips are, I guess. So I thoroughly don't recommend licking your lips accidentally. Drinking coffee while using these, yeah, you will taste a little bit of the product, but it's not so much that I need to cry about it on camera or in real life. It's not that spicy. Think about like the cooling sensation in your mouth from eating like a breath mint that's like a strong breath mint. It's kind of just like that, but on your lips. It's just, yeah, it's just not that spicy. For something that is marketed as a hellfire, like the hottest spice level, I'm kind of disappointed because I kind of wanted it to be super spicy, but yeah, it's not. So I actually recommend the matte primer, which is the one that people don't really talk about that much, I feel, but I think that this is such a good product if you are like me and have really wrinkly lips, because it honestly made the lipstick go on really nice and smooth afterwards for the most part. The glossy topper I don't have that much use for, mostly because it stays on my lips and every time I lick them it's spice. It's just not that pleasant, and I don't like having glowy glossy lipstick that much either, so that one is not quite as good as this one for me. This is my preference, and I think that there is value in the product, just maybe not the value that you think it might be, because your lips are not going to look beautiful and plump, or at least mine didn't. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!